It took months of time and millions of dollars to rebuild the structures that were damaged in the tornado that hit La Crosse 1 year ago today, but oftentimes the emotional damage takes longer to build back up. News 8's Kevin Hoy joins us live to show us how our community is rebuilding. Kevin?
A lot of people experienced the tornado firsthand that day, but no one experienced it quite like Steve Johnson. The La Crosse resident lives right where the tornado hit on Redfield Street. He was home at the time, but literally never saw it coming.
I feel very fortunate. I feel very fortunate. I feel fortunate that I survived this thing, number one.
Steve Johnson remembers a lot about that day.
Good boy.
But his memories have no pictures. Blind since 22 as a result of type 1 diabetes, the afternoon of May 22, 2011 started like any other day for Steve and his guide dog, Misha.
I was doing dishes at that time, and it was about 4:25 in the afternoon. I do remember that.
Steve went outside on the deck with Misha to listen to a potentially serious storm system that was rolling into the Coulee region, a pastime they always loved.
I'm listening, I'm thinking, okay, it's starting to rain a little bit, so let's go back in.
They got in the house just before the power went out. His deck furniture warned him of what was to come.
All of a sudden it started moving. I'm like, oh no, this is not good. And that's when I said, I need to take cover. So I opened up that basement door, and at the same time I'm yelling for Misha. You know, Misha, come, let's go, come on, come. And I'm literally yelling for her as I'm taking the first step into the basement. Second step, all of a sudden this thing hit. And I couldn't hear anything. I mean, the noise was just amazing. And I'm still screaming for her, and I had no idea where she was.
While Steve headed downstairs, he believes Misha headed up, searching for safety in her bed.
As I said, it started to peel back my roof. It was shaking the chimney pretty bad. We had chunks out of my chimney. I can't even imagine what it was like to hear that from a dog standpoint, being closer to what was going on. And then it was over. It was over as quickly as it started. I would say 30 to 40 seconds, all of a sudden. My first thought was, what the hell was that? And then, like, that was a frickin' tornado.
Steve immediately called his girlfriend to let her know he was okay.
As I'm calling her, I'm feeling up from my steps, you know, and I'm feeling the main floor, and all I feel is debris, and I'm like, I think my house is gone.
Fixing the damage to his home took a month and cost nearly $11,000, but it has been the rebuilding of his life that has been most costly. Misha suffered mental trauma from the tornado, impacting her abilities as a guide dog, and unfortunately, she had to be retired.
It never gets easier. It's really hard to part ways with a dog that you built so much trust and confidence in, and such an incredible friendship.
Steve went through extensive interviews to find Misha just the right home and found the perfect couple in Soldiers Grove.
She's doing wonderful. She adjusted very quickly, and once that happened, I knew it was okay for me to move on, and that's when I got Bennett.
Steve met his new black lab Bennett just 3 weeks ago, his fourth guide dog in over 20 years.
He's doing a great job. He's really picking up where she left off, and he's an amazing dog, just as equally amazing as her, and I'm really glad to have him in my life. Good boy, Bennett.
It's been a long 12 months for Steve, but he's embracing this new dog.
Good job, Bennett.
And the new friendship they're beginning to form.
I'm very confident that, you know, the next few months and the next many years, we're going to be a very, very good team. That's the big thing that probably will come out of this, is that I've got a new dog that we can start all over now. You know, this is the first year, and got many more years to go.
He will always miss Misha.
I find myself calling him Misha, probably more when he does naughty things.
And remember the day they survived the tornado together. But he knows she's right where she belongs.
When we face reality, we say, you know what, this is the best for her. It is the best for the dog, it is the best for me, and she's going to be fine, I'm going to be fine, life is good.
Steve says the biggest thing that he takes from the experience is having a weather radio on hand, listening to the warnings and taking the proper precautions.
Good advice. And Kevin, I know Misha is no longer Steve's guide dog, but that doesn't mean that he won't be able to still see her again, right?
He says that he plans to go visit her in Soldiers Grove once she gets more acquainted with her family, but for now, he'll continue building his relationship with Bennett.
All right, Kevin Hoy reporting live for us this morning. Thanks so much.